Sitting here listening to more Sylvia Browne clips when we last spoke. I was playing the clips of this psychic that appears regularly on Montel Williams, and I don't know who's worse, Montel or Sylvia. I mean, Sylvia's what I believe to be just a complete charlatan and jack-off.
I think when Montel was in here and we confronted him about it, he said she knew he was getting a divorce.
Well, she pretty much predicts everyone's going to get a divorce.
I mean, we predicted he'd get a divorce. Have us on the show.
Yeah, have me with my predictions. When we last left you, we played you this clip to show you what a bitch she is. I was going to use the C word, but I refrained. I restrained myself.
That word's too good for her.
Yeah.
You want me to do it?
Go ahead.
She's a cunt.
Thank you, Artie.
There's
why I'm here,
man. There's no word bad enough for this woman.
Thank you, Sir Arthur.
Well, that's why I'm here, to make you look good and make you look sophisticated. I'll go there.
Thank you, Sir Arthur of Cursingville.
But
C-wordville.
What we originally brought up was that she told the Hornbeck family that their son, who was missing for 4 years, was dead.
Yeah, I played you the clip. I'll play it again.
I lost my boyfriend tragically.
Oh, no, this is a different one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where she sees the guy dying in water.
Right, and he was in the World Trade Center.
If you missed this on our show on Thursday, it's really worth listening to. And then I'll play you some new ones that J.D. found.
I lost my boyfriend tragically a few years ago. They never found him. And I've had such a hard time since. Every day.
The reason why you didn't find him is because he's in water. And find him in water, it's like the girl that's missing in Aruba. You can't find somebody.
Well, it was September 11th. He was a fireman, but there was
no. See, I keep seeing him in water.
You can argue with him.
Yeah, he wasn't in the World Trade Center. He was in water.
No, he was in war, honey. You're wrong. Your boyfriend wasn't at the World Trade Center. In fact, you don't know anything what you're talking about. Oh, and let's enter the shift subtly. And Montel he's worse than her because he helps her out of it.
Right. He validates.
She's like, he didn't go to work that day. He was cheating on you with a woman who works at the water company.
Now, at this point, when she should say, okay, you got me. I'm a complete fucking tool.
You know what?
I rip people off for a living, and I'm an awful person. Your boyfriend was in 9/11. I don't want to take advantage of you.
My guides on the other side are assholes.
Right.
Is there any way he could have drowned in water some way?
They never found a piece of him. Nothing.
From 9/11.
Because he says he couldn't breathe and he was filled with water. Well, if they were trying to put the fire out, Montel.
They could have, yeah.
Yeah.
If he's talking to you, what's his name?
Montel. It could have been water, the fireman uses a hose.
They hosed him to death.
I think what it was, a case of the other fireman turned the hose on him. It was death by friendly fire. Friendly water fire.
Friendly water fire.
Montel, here's what I'm seeing. A group of firemen went into the World Trade Center. They hated this guy. They were jealous of his love for this woman.
And before the buildings went down.
Before any problem, they took the hose and drowned him. See, Montel's my problem with all this crap. See, forget her. She's just some hag.
But even him having her on the show gives her validation.
Yeah.
He's saying,
this
is the top psychic.
Yeah. It just shows what a dick he is. And I've met Montel. He seems like a nice guy, but really, he should be ashamed of himself.
And to carry on when the woman says the guy was in the World Trade Center.
Say, Sylvia, you're a charlatan, and you should be working magic parties.
Right. Get out of my studio.
You should be working birthday parties for 4-year-olds.
Not even.
Bend over.
Right.
Let me kick your ass.
No, they won't find him, but honey.
Right.
Well, if they were trying to put the fire out, Montel.
They could have,
Yeah.
He even.
No, they won't find him, but honey, that's okay, because it doesn't matter if they find him or not. He's still over there.
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
JD just told me that he's looking it up, but it looks like Montel's making some sort of a Sylvia Browne TV movie. Let's Start Her Alive.
Oh, that's good.
So he's got to keep this going.
Montel, I didn't realize he had an interest in a TV movie. Here's another one. This is funny. Here's Sylvia telling parents. JD did a lot of research on this shit, so we can put her to rest. Here's Sylvia telling parents their daughter was shot.
Oh.
All right, now this gets good. This is just like this one. And, you know, Montel's right in there with him.
Please welcome Michael to the show. Michael?
Michael and his wife, Kathy.
You had a question for Sylvia about your daughter, Michelle?
My daughter, Michelle, was 17 years old. She'll be gone 5 years, the 21st of this year. Sylvia, I don't know how she died. Please.
I don't know how she died, Sylvia. And you can see the woman's distraught. I mean, she's out of her mind with grief. So Sylvia moves right in for the kill because she's a shark. And, anyway, I'll rewind this.
Here. Sylvia, I don't know how she died. Please, if you can, how did she die?
She was shot.
Circumstances around her death?
She just collapsed in her room.
I don't know, but something looks like it hit the chest.
Whoa. She went from being shot to something hitting the chest.
That's great.
She was shot, but she collapsed in her room. In the chest.
Something hit her in the chest.
So at this point, Montel should stand up and take her and grab her by the panties and throw her right out the fucking window. But no, he gets right into it with her. I can't wait to see the TV movie. It's going to be Sylvia Browne walking around trying to tell people predictions and none of them are right.
It's a comedy.
Yeah. It's like, hi, your daughter was shot. No, she collapsed. Get the fuck out of my house.
Your daughter was killed on Iwo Jima.
She was shot.
So Sylvia's not going to give up. She's going to convince this woman.
Right, yeah. That she didn't see the bullet hole. And...
Yeah, like, hey, honey, you don't know what you're talking about.
Because it looks like a combustion.
They found nothing on the autopsy.
I don't care,
nothing.
but it looks like something hit her in the chest.
I don't care.
They did an autopsy. They did drug. You know, they do whatever they do. It's just she was a healthy child, and
she was in her.
No, she was shot. I don't care what the autopsy says.
She was shot from the inside. It didn't go through her skin.
Fell out in her room.
Just
went out.
Like a golf club's fall or whatever.
I know, just went down.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know, but there was something that hit her in the chest. I'm telling you.
No,
could it be her heart, Sylvia? Could it have been her heart?
It could have been her heart, but you know,
she's helping him.
Sure.
Did she play sports?
Yes.
Could there have been, in this last year alone, there have been 2 young men who have come home from baseball practice having been struck in the chest earlier and died, and there was no bruising on them.
That's right, yeah.
So, I don't know.
Was she any place before this that she could have been hit?
Yes.
Possibly, but
Yeah, I mean, anywhere.
Because it seems like it was almost like a shot.
Could have been toxic shock.
She said she was shot. She didn't say she was hit in the chest.
Yeah, she was very specific.
Yeah, no, she was shot. No, I'm telling you, I don't care what the autopsy said. But
I don't know how she died. She was shot.
Right.
Yes, it could. She had really long lashes. You know what I mean? When you looked at her sideways. She had a very straight nose and a fairly full mouth. Beautiful girl.
Yeah, people aren't saying that Sean Bell was hit in the chest 50 times.
Right. No, he was shot.
He was shot.
They found bullets.
There's a big difference.
I love the whole psychic world. Now Sylvia Browne is having a cruise.
Oh, you get on a boat with this crazy
Get on a boat, yeah, and like Montel,
get on the SS bullshit.
Yeah, Montel's really worried about. It's great. Montel's worried about her that, like, you know, she's going to be overworked on this cruise because so many people will be, you know, just hounding
trying
her.
to ask her where their loved ones are.
I realize the reason she's so good at this is because she's just like everything's very matter of fact.
Right. I mean, definite.
I know everything.
She was shot.
She was shot. That's a little dangerous in the psychic area. It's supposed to be a little more vague. Let people talk a little more until they tell you.
And now she's describing the girl, but she's looking at her parents.
I'm telling you, she was shot. But no, she just collapsed in her room. In the chest.
She had a father's eyes, a mother's nose.
Yes, she's a beautiful girl, but she something with the chest and some kind of, she took a shot to the chest. Like, was she hit? Montel, yeah, you know, recently some guys died after football practice.
They were hit in the chest, and it left no bruise.
Montel protecting his investment in the Sylvia Browne empire.
Don't you go exposing this woman to be a freak.
How awful.
I would like to do this, but I don't know if I could hang. I wish I could. I want to, but I'm afraid of it. It's you're doing these cruises. People can go on a cruise ship with Sylvia
in fact,
Browne.
we're going to have one for Alaska in June.
Girlfriend, but wait a minute.
And then we're going to
I want to be on a ship with a whole bunch of people running down the hallway? There she goes. I'm going to ask her a question. And then storm on one side of the ship.
She's like the Beatles. How many hours a day, Sylvia, are you going to be able to bullshit people? Can you really get through the day bullshitting that many people without having some sort of psychological
Don't
breakdown?
you think you ought to limit the access to people to you so that your bullshit sticks?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to get caught in a lot of bullshit.
That is ballsy.
Yeah.
Then you won't be able to.
I have a bodyguard. I mean, not to hurt. You know, I mean, he's real sweet like Joe is. You know, I mean, he's my son.
Sure.
You know, but.
Her sons are.
So you're going to go to Alaska when?
Going to go to Alaska in June, and then we're going to go to Sicily, which I've always wanted to do, and we're going to Turkey.
Listen to the audience. Ooh, what an exciting life, Sylvia.
Well, I can hear this bullshit in Italy?
In Sicily,
Imagine going all the way to Italy to hear her bullshit. I remember when Sylvia told me my bullshit. It was in Italy.
In Sicily, I hear her going a lot, he was killed by the mafia.
Yeah. You think she changes it up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the mafia.
The Black Hand.
And Greece and everything in November. Now listen to me very carefully.
Yeah, this is
Everybody
important.
says they're going to go. And the Mexican Riviera that we did, we took 500 people, and 200 people wanted to sign up, and they waited too long.
Okay.
So don't do that.
So if you want to go, sign up, go up on your website.
That's right. Especially the European one is really going to fill up. Every time I talk to people on the phone, they're saying they're going to wait.
The cruise is how long? 4 or 5 days?
Oh, no, the one for Europe is 10, 11 days. And the
all
other
day
one
long?
is 8.
Well, not all day long, but pretty much most of the day you're hanging out?
I know I do lectures, you know, all through the cruise. But, I mean, I'm accessible. I don't just sit in my room, you know.
See?
Wow. We should all go.
Yeah.
You can see me out lounging by the pool.
Let's go on
Let's just hound her.
Sylvia, we lost Artie again. Where is he? The buffet table.
Thank you, Sylvia.
I see food.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's eating.
In my own future, I don't see a man in my life, not with this voice and dried up old cunt.
I see myself doing the Larry King story.
I'm playing Larry King in the Larry King movie.
Yes, ma'am, you had a question for Sylvia.
I wanted to know if you saw anything romantically for me in 2007.
Look at yourself.
No, fat ass.
No, you're in as bad a shape as me.
No. Not till 2009.
2009?
But my pussy won't, your pussy's going to be dried up.
I love her just immediately. She comes up with a year.
No.
April 8th, 2009.
You mean, Sylvia, I'm not going to get laid for, like, 2 more years?
There's not a man on earth.
You're going to meet a guy at the dog track.
Do you know his name?
Do you go to the dog track? No. Start going.
She's just asked for a name, Artie.
Arthur Lang.
You're going to meet a guy at OTB.
But, Sylvia, I don't gamble. You will, honey.
No, you should go to OTB. Your dreamboat is docked at OTB on Sunday.
If you want to meet him sooner, go to OTB now.
He only has 4 teeth in his head.
Just stand there. He's coming.
He smokes an inordinate amount of cigars. And he's going to hit the trifecta.
He has a colostomy bag.
He uses one of those voice things. He has no voice box.
You can't be picky, honey.
You're not getting laid for 2 friggin' years.
He's a midget with a gambling problem and a colostomy bag.
Harry.
Well, phone number 2?
2007?
No. Not till 2009.
2009? Do you know name?
Harry.
Well, phone number 2?
Harry Beaver.
Harold.
You'll be dating David Letterman's son.
Thank you.
Oh, you know Harold already? We'll be hanging out at Harold's house.
She doesn't know anybody.
She doesn't know anyone.
She doesn't know anybody.
She's a total loser. Wait till you see this fucking Harry.
You're a mess.
She doesn't know anybody.
Honey, if I was you, I'd come on the cruise. In Italy, I'll introduce you to someone.
Yeah, she was a good bullshitter. She'd have said that.
Most of these guys who hang out at OTB have a mild case of tuberculosis, so you might want to check them out before you go out on a date with them.
Don't let Harry cough on you. Standing next to Harry, you're going to look like a young Julia Roberts.
Besides OTB, Sylvia, does he have any other interests? No, pretty much OTB. That's it. His life revolves around that. Does he like fine dining? Oh, no. He eats a hot dog from a stand outside OTB every single day.
You better take my cruise before 2009, because Harry's going to wipe you out.
By the way, tell Harry that's where he got his tuberculosis, from the hot dogs.
Occasionally, he'll mix it up with a shish kebab, but usually it's a hot dog.
Yeah. He likes the falafel machines.
I have a question. I just recently moved from a new apartment, and in the old apartment there was a spirit in there.
Oh,
and
perfect.
me and my son lived there.
Ghost,
but I was
not a spirit, ghost.
I was the only one that saw it, felt it. My son had no idea. I was wondering who it was crazy. And why.
It was a female that was left over. You know, we call them left over. You know, I mean, she was just... what
I like Sylvia's so matter-of-fact about, like, everyone should just know this. Left over.
Yeah.
And it's not a spirit. It was a ghost. What's the difference?
As soon as some broad gets up and goes, hey, there was a ghost in my house, Sylvia's mind is clicking. Oh, great, she's already into the bullshit.
Right. Is ghost like the N-word for spirits?
I don't know. She's like, no, it wasn't a spirit. It was a ghost.
You wouldn't call a black man a nigger, would you?
Right.
Well, why are you calling a ghost? Why are you calling it a ghost a spirit?
Don't say the
fucking insult. Get the fuck out of my cruise.
Don't say the G word.
Where's my son? Drown her.
Joey,
drown her. Throw her off a wheelchair. Throw her off a wheelchair like Klinghoffer.
Yeah. Son of bullshit. Get rid of her.
Joey's bullshit security.
BJ, that's for Bullshit Junior.
I have a question. I just recently moved from a new son, lived there,
ghost,
but I was
not a spirit, ghost.
I was the only one that saw it.
Would you call a Jew a kike?
My son had no idea. I was wondering who it was and why.
It was a female that was left over.
Yeah.
You know, we call them left over. You know, I mean, she was just...
They're like meatloaf. They're leftovers.
But who's we that calls them leftover?
Me and Bullshit Junior. Right. My bodyguard's son. He keeps the people from strangling me once they realize I'm full of shit.
You're going to want to kill me, and he's going to keep you from me.
If they're into a couple of grand for the cruise, they want to fucking strangle my ass. So I need to...
what I call indigenous to the place. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nobody even points you to follow her to her next place?
No, her name was Hazel. I mean, it was just somebody there that was, you know, in resident.
My son also had some pets that died.
No big deal. I mean, it's just someone who lives there.
Hazel killed the pets. What do you want?
Seriously, was she the cause of
No.
No.
Hazel wouldn't hurt a fly.
Stop being silly.
No. Listen to that voice. It's so deep.
Oh, how awful.
Deeper than yours.
Oh, yeah.
Ridiculous.
You're envious.
I'm envious. I need a voice like that.
They can't do that.
Wait.
Was she the cause of
No.
You like Lurch.
You rang.
Thank you, thing.
You rang.
Joey comes in handy. He beat up an Italian man who I told his son died during gay sex. He tried to kill me.
Wait, you know,
they can't do that.
I got to go to a break, and I know this wasn't what we're talking about, but, you know, so when you're a spirit or a ghost, and you're over there...
I told you that spirit's a nigger to a ghost.
Ghost, Montel, ghost.
And I don't mean nigga, I mean nigger.
Yeah.
Montel.
And fully are.
Now, if you're going to continue to call spirits ghosts, I'm going to call you a nigger. All right? And then we're going to have a problem, because BJ is going to come here and beat the shit out of you. Bullshit Junior.
Sometimes you just got to get fed up with heaven or hell and just go hang out? Is that your choice?
Yeah, it's your choice. But usually, see, here's a good thing. Even if you're a ghost, it's like Mike Johnny Johnson and Toys R Us. I don't know how many of you remember that. Came out in 72, and that's incredible. He's still there. But one of these days, somebody will come and get him. I go and talk to him.
But is she a smoker?
Oh, she's got to. She better be.
She sounds like she's eating cigarettes.
Oh, Bob. There's a bunch on here, but...
Oh, there you go on and on.
Yeah.
I love the one, though, where my daughter, I don't know how she died. She was shot. But there was an autopsy showed no bullets.
Shot, 2009. Well, all these people, like even Riley Martin, they're real cool. You got to be fast. You got to be definite.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just pick out something and do it.
She blew up in a building.
No, she just dropped dead in her bedroom.
Oh, yes. I saw that, yes.
A crane fell on her.
Well, there was a football player who died like that.
Yeah.
And we're back with the Jack and Rod Show. I'm Jack Mayoffer here with my assistant, Rod Stiffington.
Hello there, this is Rod.
And it's Fortune Telling Tuesday on the Jack and Rod Show.
Yeah.
Very special guest today, Rod. Cooch Daniels from Tara D'Amore.
Hello, Cooch.
Hello.
How are you, Cooch? I'm pretty good.
Now, Cooch happens to read tarot cards, and she's able to predict people's futures. She has answers on questions about love, sex, romance, death.
We actually have a celebrity guest in the studio today. His name is Hank D. Worf. He actually played God in Toxic Avenger Part 4.
That was a great role.
Say hi, Hank.
Hi, this is Hank.
Can we actually get a reading on Hank?
We're going to do a reading on Hank. Okay, well, I'm going to put my hands through the cards and try to find a card that feels right for Hank's future in the movie industry.
All right.
And the card that comes...
Of course, this is a Hank tape, and he's dead.
...up is the Star. And the Star is it's good for optimism.
Yeah.
And being able to realize your hopes and dreams.
What's your dreams, Hank?
Well, I was taking a shower with lesbian chicks counts.
Taking a shower with chicks?
Well, I know where I could stick it.
Okay, well, let's see. Hank needs, love is not just physical. It starts on an emotional level in your heart.
Sit in my lap and we'll talk about the first thing that pops up.
Okay, your station's a little wild and crazy.
Hank, in all seriousness, what do you think of Cooch Daniels?
Well, I never met her, but she has real big breasts.
You got to get a better handle in your relationships with women. I mean, just listening to you, I want to hang up my phone.
She's a fat piece of shit.
Oh. Hank, get a grip. You need to have a better perspective on how to communicate with women.
Cooch, can you please predict when this guy is going to pass on if he doesn't get his act together?
We are worried about him, to tell you the
truth. It sounds to me like he's already dead. Wow. I don't have to look at cards. I'm just listening to him. He's dead inside.
I'm dead now.
Yeah. So why don't you wake up, buddy, and get a life?
No.
He can't.
He's dead.
You know, if this is on the air, how sad for all your listeners.
I'm dead now.
Well, you're dead to life. Why don't you wake up and have a life?
I'd rather marry a cow.
You're pathetic.
Sit in my lap and we'll talk about the first thing that pops up.
You don't even have the energy to get it up. Let's be real.
Doesn't matter. 69.
You're so sick.
Hey, I like her. I'm going on her. I'm going on her cruise. She knows she's dead, at least.
In his spirit.
Right. Anyway. Oh, here's a guy who wants to defend Sylvia Browne. Oh. Wow. Eddie.
It's her son.
Eddie Jr.
What about all the crimes she solved?
Oh, please.
All the what?
Crime.
All the crimes that she solved.
She doesn't solve any crime. Where is it documented she solved a crime?
She's world-renowned.
Dude,
who?
Did you hear the clip we played where she, the thing that we were talking about in the news, she threw off a whole police investigation. She predicted, you know that boy they just found, that guy who had, kidnapped him 4 years ago? You've been reading about that in the paper?
I know all about it.
She predicted he was dead and told the parents he was dead. Didn't we play a clip of that?
Yeah, I thought we did. Yeah. We read it in the paper. I thought we had the clip.
Yeah, I thought we had the
clip. No, we never had a clip.
We read in the paper, though.
She told him, don't worry, he's don't worry about any kind of search. He's dead. And he's in the woods somewhere. What? World-renowned.
Who told you she was world-renowned? She did.
Yeah, Montel told you.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
World-renowned.
Everybody knows she's world-renowned.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows. What is that song from Friends? Everybody knows.
Didn't you ever see that show Psychic Detectives on Court TV?
No, I don't watch that. Psychic Detective.
Solve crimes all the time.
I watch Get Smart when I want to see the good detective show. All right, Eddie, thanks. I'm sorry you believe, but you should go on that cruise. You could chase her around the ship.
We'll give you a cruise.
Can I get a prize?
I don't have one.
I don't see a prize in your future.
Oh, thank you, Sylvia. You're right.
Call back in 2009.
Let's see. Let's go to Tim.
Hey, Howard.
Hey, brother.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Hey, what's the difference between this broad and Riley Martin, besides having Montel Williams in her corner?
Well, Riley Martin and Sylvia have the exact same thing going on. They're both full of shit.
Yeah, no one here is claiming that Riley isn't full of shit.
The only difference is that Sylvia... Riley will just tell you that, he's met some men from Mars and stuff, in my opinion. Sylvia is going to people who are, really grieving over dead relatives and preying on them.
Yeah, she's bringing up.
But there really
entertains people.
Yeah, but there really is no difference between Riley and Sylvia in the sense that
bullshit is bullshit.
Bullshit's bullshit. And, it's like at least Riley, though, isn't successful at it. Well, thank God.
He I guess, he makes enough to maybe pay for, a blender or something at home.
Right. He didn't pick the right kind of bullshit.
And we think he's much funnier, first of all. That's the other thing. He's entertaining.
Yeah, but...
Sylvia should come on the air and be like, listen, motherfucker.
No, look here. I was first...
Give me my money.
I was first contacted by the aliens on the Euphrates River when I was 7 years old, motherfuckers.
I like what this guy's suggesting, a bullshit Super Bowl, like between Riley and Sylvia. We'll get them both on there.
Yeah, I think Riley could win that.
I think you find a couple of homeless people and see who believes which bullshit.
Right. Oh, yeah. Hey, Darren, you're on the air.
You don't need homeless people. Any broad in the country, it seems.
Hey, Darren.
Hey, now.
Hey, now. Come on, say your piece.
Yeah, you should give Sylvia and Riley their own show on 101 every day.
Battling bullshit artists.
I think they're both solo artists.
Yeah. We want to have Sylvia on our own show on this channel.
They could do an all-star jam.
Just call her out on her bullshit. I can't believe those people, like, after he goes, your daughter was shot, they didn't just go, you know what, Sylvia, you're full of shit.
And they don't
Montel, you're full of
shit. They don't stop watching.
Like, they don't go, you know what, clearly she's fucking lying. Michael, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, not that you need any more ammunition, but there's this foundation in Florida called the James Randi Educational Foundation, and in 2001 they offered her a $1 million prize if all she had to do was just prove her psychic powers, and she accepted the challenge, and 6 years later she still hasn't actually went through with the test.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well,
she's working on it.
Yeah, she's working up to it. She's not good at tests.
Even though James Randi, he's been pursuing her, he's been after her, he's been calling her out, and she just completely refuses to do the test.
Yeah, a cat named Amazing Randy exposes people like this, and he's a really cool dude.
Yeah, he's made it his life's work for some reason.
Nick, you're on the air in Virginia Beach.
Hey, Howard, hey, now.
By the way, James Randi was using the G word.
Yeah.
Ghost.
That's right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, spirit it's the S word.
Oh, he was using the S word.
No, I thought it was the other way around.
No,
right?
ghost is what they are. They're not spirit.
Oh, okay.
I was on a website this weekend, Robin. This guy made a website. Like, he must hate you or something. He's fascinated with you. Every time you make a mistake on the air or something, he puts it on the website. I was reading it. It was funny as hell. It was great. It's a great website, though. You would even laugh at it.
Like what is he up to?
Let me see.
How many hits is he getting? Is he going to sell it to Google?
It was just kind of
then
funny.
I'll get pissed.
Let's see what.
Yeah, exactly. He could sue.
Well, you know what? Even when you kind of don't make a mistake on something, he kind of writes it. It's really weird.
Well, if people nitpick, they can nitpick and tear anything apart.
Oh, here's the website for the Spiritual Cruise with Sylvia Browne. It's June 17th through the 24th, 2007. A special invitation from Sylvia Browne. Take a relaxing vacation and find the answers you've been searching for. Please join me for an unforgettable experience. Yeah,
that'll be relaxing, all right.
Yeah, you'll feel like a real loser. It's called robinswrong.com is your web. There it is.
Oh, my God.
There I am.
This guy's got a lot of time.
Let's see. During the news today, Howard and the gang talking about the Iraqi war and comparing it to Afghanistan. Robin, in her infinite wisdom, said that we should have been concentrating our efforts on wiping out the Taliban instead of fighting in Iraq because it was the Taliban that caused 9/11.
Look, I was quoting Hillary Clinton.
The
Taliban supported Al-Qaeda.
No, you made a mistake. Well, Robin, I would hope that someone like yourself who lives and works in New York City and who passes herself off as some sort of national security expert would know that Al-Qaeda was responsible.
You're an asshole, because that's basically who was sheltering and aiding Al-Qaeda, dum-dum.
All right, Robin's still arguing with her website.
Jeez. But that's nitpicking.
Today during the news, which apparently only requires Robin to read articles out of the Daily News, Robin said that Barack Obama has decided to enter the presidential race. Wrong. Obama has formed an exploratory committee.
That's exactly what I said. If you listen to the next sentence, he's formed an exploratory committee.
Obama is going to announce on February 10th if he's going to run for president.
He's running for president.
Robin, you got to go on this website.
He's an idiot because he knows he's running for president. He's nitpicking.
No real surprise here. This is the third item. Robin Quivers lost the gossip game again today. Fell 5 games behind the blindfolded deaf monkey, Baba Booey, I guess, and made Artie's football pool record look even better.
What?
That's 0-3 in 2007. Wow.
That's, oh, I'm supposed to know gossip before I hear it.
Robin Quivers again incorrectly referred to NASA's Kennedy Space Center as the Kennedy Space Flight Center. She has made this mistake repeatedly in the days leading up to and since the cruise trip to Florida for Bubba's wedding. I think some of these are really tough.
I mean, it's just ridiculous.
When the subject of Joe Frazier's age come up on the show today, Robin was trying to think of a good guess, but she did not say any number until Howard revealed that Frazier is 63. Instantly, Robin shrieked, "I was going to guess that."
That's not possible.
I guess Howard just didn't give the genius Quivers enough time to put in her own 2 cents. Wow. Fucking guy.
I'm wrong for even saying anything. That's what it is here.
This morning, the gang was discussing the AVN Awards ceremony where J.D. accompanied porno star Kimberly Kane. One nominated movie was The Sex Whisperer. Robin Quivers chimed in that The Sex Whisperer was the only porno movie nominated that was based on a current film, The Horse Whisperer.
I never said that. Now, see, now he's bullshitting.
Yeah, we got to have this guy on.
Yeah, because I just said that was the title I heard that was at least based on a movie that had been made.
In the news segment today, Robin Quivers talked about Rachel Ray and her TV show being renewed for 2 more years. Robin mentioned Ray's catchphrase as EVO, and she even spelled it that way. Ray's catchphrase is EVOO, standing for extra virgin olive oil.
Jesus, Robin, wow. I'm on your side here.
I'm not. The guy's out of his mind. Oh. He's out of his mind.
You forgot an O in the EVO.
I don't watch Rachel Ray. I don't know what she says.
Howard played clips of ultimate ass-kissing Ryan Seacrest and Brad Pitt on today's show. Pitt made reference to universalities in commenting on his new movie, Babel. Robin Quivers laughed and said she didn't think there was such a word as universalities. Sorry, Robin Ophelia. Check dictionary.com. It's a real word.
Well, check the way Brad Pitt said it. He didn't use it properly.
Wow. Yeah, we're going to get this guy in. There's no question in my mind. You've got to debate him.
I'm not going to debate him. He can write a stupid website. Why don't you debate those people on Stern Fan Network?
Oh, I'll debate any of them.
No, you won't. You can't even read it. You can't take it.
I don't read it, but I would debate them. I'll debate anybody.
Sure. I haven't heard you suggest it to yourself.
You got to take this guy on. These are ridiculous.
I'm not. He can write his little website. Thank you for publicizing it for him. I'm sure he's very happy now.
Oh, you upset about that?
I don't want to be bothered with it. I don't read negative things about myself, and I'm not going to deal with him. He wishes I would go on his web. I just don't like reading negative things about myself. Sorry.
Oh. All right.
That's Eddie Murphy's policy.
Yeah, you're like Eddie Murphy.
I don't indulge other people who want to tear me down.
I don't know. I don't know how you take this seriously.
I don't take it seriously, but I'm not going to give it any credence either. I'm not going to give it any attention.
Look, if the guy knows Rachel Ray's catchphrase, I will be on your side if he comes in here.
It doesn't matter, Artie.
Robin,
I will walk out if he comes
Robin,
in.
You don't know.
I won't deal with it.
If you don't know EVOO, there's something wrong with you.
You're absolutely right, Howard.
I think if you know it, there's something wrong with it.
This guy's onto something. You don't know EVOO.
I could see him walking here, a little nerdy guy with a bunch of piece of paper. Like, okay, on August 18th.
Well, look at this one.
This should really. If you want.
This should really get to you. You said that Carrie Underwood was voted Vocalist of the Year when she was Entertainer of the Year.
I said Carrie Underwood was Entertainer of the Year.
Well, whatever. I'm just saying, how could you...
No, my point is the guy bullshits and he makes up things, and I'm not going to be bothered with him. He can have his little website, and he can figure out how to get people to it himself.
I guarantee this guy's probably on SFN as well.
Maybe he's on both.
Yeah. Double agent.
I don't know. I wouldn't be so offended by this. None of it really...
Well, you wouldn't.
No.
I'm not offended. I just don't want to be bothered.
Sounds like you're bothered, though.
No, you're bothering me because you're bringing it into my awareness. I don't know anything about this unless you read it to me.
I didn't know you'd be so bummed out by it.
You don't have to know anything. You can do whatever you want. I'm just not debating him.
Oh, you have to debate him.
Well, you can say whatever you want, too.
What about for $1 million? Would you debate him?
No, I'm not.
Really?
You're not giving me $1 million, so I'm not
going to give you $1 million, but we might be able to raise it. What if he walks in?
There is no million on the table.
What if he walks in, he's a big fat guy in a muumuu?
I don't care.
What if it's Mr. X?
Oh,
we find out he's been keeping a website against you.
I don't care about that either.
Yeah. I haven't seen any major, I'd say out of a 5-hour show every day, if these are the major mistakes you've made, I'd say you're in pretty good shape.
It doesn't matter, Howard. I just don't want to be involved in this.
What if it's Sal?
Don't care. I really don't care who it is.
What if it's Jackie Martling?
Ooh. Don't care.
You won't debate him?
Ooh. Don't care.
It sounds like you're upset.
No, I'm upset with you bringing it. Again, it's like the...
what are you going to do?
For me, it's like the guy shooting himself in the video. You just don't want to get involved. You don't want to watch it. Because it'll never leave.
All right. I don't know.
Have him in if you want to. It's your show.
Oh, gee, I didn't know you were so bummed out.
I won't be here, but you'll have him in.
You got to debate him. I'm sorry. You're going to have to.
Then fire me. I won't debate him.
All right. You have to debate.
Fire me.
Guess what?
What?
It's actually my website. You have to debate me.
Fire me.
You're debating the guy right now.
You're debating me now, so you have to fire yourself.
Fire me.
Wow. That's like Artie's leaving the show. What is it if we make the real doll into Grandma Caprio?
I think
you'll be gone and Robin will be gone.
I think watching Richard and Sal fuck my grandmother's way worse than this.
See,
you know what I'm going to do?
Their Achilles heel.
One day I'm going to come in here.
You know what? That is my Achilles heel. I will leave. I will go back to work in construction before that happens.
One day I'm going to bring Grandma Caprio real doll in and Robin's debating guy in.
Well, welcome back to Hartford. You're solo again.
I'll start solo again.
Fred will still be here.
Fred's my man.
Well, Fred was in Hartford.
Fred doesn't care what I do.
By the way, I think you guys will be fine. I'm good.
Fred, we got to rebuild.
Me and Robin will start a show.
You want to know something? I think it's a good start. I mean, with Grandma Caprio.
It's a good show.
We're leaving Grandma Caprio
and the guy who rips apart Robin. I predict banner rings for the next 10 years.
Well, get ready.
Then you should get rid of us.
Get ready for the Robin and Artie show on XM.
I want to thank the guy. You know, we get a lot of stuff sent to us here at the radio station, and 99% of it is really bad.
Right.
You know, just like porno movies and stuff. You know, but I mean, we get a lot of stuff just sent to us, and I want to thank the guy who sent me the 10-year membership for the certificate and the business cards and decals to the National Asshole Association.
Oh, wow.
I actually appreciate it. It's one of the few items I liked.
Oh, good.
I am now a member of the National Asshole Association.
Now, were you inducted, or did he sign you up?
He signed me up. I've got a membership certificate and business card. And if you bring him in, I'm leaving.
Oh,
what do you think of that? If you bring the guy in who registered me to an asshole club, I am leaving.
Bullshit.
I'm telling you.